Okay, so the mermaidathon vlog is like a hot mess, so I'm just gonna add it into the vlog for Valentine's and Blackathon, and so that's what you guys are getting. So I'm just gonna insert those clips like right here because there's only like two or three, but I'm gonna make a video later about that because that whole span of time was just like a hot mess. And I love it when life gives you lemons. And not only do they give you lemons, but they squeeze the lemons into your eyes. So today was Western Wednesday at my work, which is why I'm dressed as a cowgirl. Yee, right? So I meant to stay up last night past midnight in order to read, but then I got on TikTok and I looked at the clock and it said 4 a.m. and I had to get up early to go to work. So that didn't happen. So I just got off of work. I'm about to pick up Every Heart a Doorway by Shauna McGuire, and I'm excited to read this because, like I said before in my announcement video for the readathon, that I've been meaning to read this book series for a very long time, and actually all 5 of her books fit 5 of the prompts. Well, actually more than 5 of the prompts, but making a path fit all 5 prompts on the path that I'm taking for this readathon. So to say that this was the perfect moment is the freaking perfect moment. So we're gonna kick this off, and this is like has turned into a Shauna McGuire readathon with Every Heart a Doorway, and then I'll get back to you guys. Hopefully, I can just like bust this out within the next day or so. Because if I finish a book every 2 days, I'll have finished all 5 books over the course of the 10-day readathon. And then on top of that, I'm super excited because we do have this 24-hour-a-thon. It's gonna be Saturday, I believe that's the 25th. Yeah, I believe that's the 25th. So that is going to be something I'm really excited for because Saturdays are my days where I don't like getting out of bed. So that's the perfect time for me to catch up on reading if I need to, or to get ahead on my reading because I want to. So yay, we're here, we're going. It's time for Mermaidathon round 2, Gods of the Sea. So today was Throwback Thursday at my school, and while everybody else dressed up in the 90s and the 60s, your girl dressed up as a pirate from the 1600s because I'm that extra. I don't have a reading update for you yet. I just wanted to let you know that. Arr. So, it's Sunday. I think today's the 26th. This readathon started on the 22nd, and I totally meant to start on the 22nd, but I've had like 3 doctor's appointments this week, and I didn't receive like bad news, but I didn't receive like good news. My doctor told me like, your A1C level is really high. I'm really concerned and all this other stuff, so I had to keep coming back and getting like blood work. So I was kind of like, whew. She's like, you need to watch what you eat, you need to move around more, you need to watch your stress levels. I was like, well, you calling me and keep telling me that there's something about my blood work that you need to talk to me about is setting my stress levels all the way up. But that's fine. It's not her fault. That's just me learning how to not manage. Anyways, and on top of that, I had to do my first well woman's exam, if you guys know what that is. Good for you. You're probably a female. If you don't, we're honest with each other on this page. It's basically like a pap smear and like a breast exam. I don't like being touched. Okay, so it was very emotionally draining to have some random lady I did not know touch parts of me that have not been touched since I was a baby getting my diaper changed. So these past couple of days, I've just been kind of woof. And yesterday, my family came down because it was our monthly dinner night. So it's just been a lot going on. But I'm done with all of that. So I am actually officially going to get started. I actually already did start reading Every Heart a Doorway. I only got like 30 pages in, which is like, I think that's like a fourth of the book already, because the book is not long. It's like less than 130 pages. And so far, I'm really interested in it, and there's like some foreshadowing being dropped in there, and I have a feeling that one of these characters is not going to be alive by the end of the book, but you never know. So I don't know what I'm going to do today. I do know that I do want to read. Usually Sundays I reserve for writing, but like I said, my family just left. They spent the night. They just left, and it's always a lot when they're here because they got 3 kids, and we just be like, oof, oof. So I'm gonna finish cleaning up. Then I'm going to hop in the shower, and I think I just might. Oh, there's this new coffee shop that opened up here. I think I'm gonna go visit there, kind of just chill out. There's like not a lot of stuff that I can eat or drink there, because again, I gotta watch what I eat, because I'm not trying to be pricking my finger for the rest of my life to regulate, to make sure that my blood sugar or whatever A1C measures is where it's supposed to be. So again, a lot of stuff has been happening and I'm dealing with it. I am not, down and out for like a month. I've only kind of been down and out for a couple of days, so I consider this to be progress. So like I said, gonna get myself together because I got someplace to go and I'm praying when I get there they'll have something I can eat or drink because I don't want just water. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys later when I have some type of reading update for you guys. Bye. So I'm lying in bed reading the book, and like 2 of the female characters are talking to each other. And one of the females, her name is Sumi. She's talking to the other girl, her name is Nancy. And Sumi's just like, well, I should probably tell you that I'm taken by like this guy from like the place that she left, from the fairyland that she left. And Nancy was just like, oh, it doesn't matter whether you're taken or not. I'm asexual. And I was like, bitch, same. Relatable as fuck. So I just finished reading this book, right? Every Heart a Doorway. Not gonna lie. Okay, so this book started out as like a YA, right? Just like your typical, teen story, right? With the premise that these kids have gone to other worlds and now they're back and they're trying to adjust in this home, right? But then they started talking about adult things. Like, one of the girls was just like, do you want to fuck him? And she was like, oh. And I was like, oh. And she was like, what if I masturbate? And I was like, oh, okay, so we're going there. Not that I have a problem with that, right? It's good that they brought something like that up. But then, this book turned into a murder mystery. And I was like, So all in all, this story was interesting. The ending threw me off because it's just like literally this page before the actual ending. She's like, I've made up my mind. But then the last page, she's like, oh, apparently I didn't make up my mind. And I'm just like, what? So you just gonna, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about this book. Like, I want to give it like 4 stars, but at the same time, I want to give it like 3.5 stars. And I'm like juggling in between those. I kind of low key want to give it like 3.5 stars. Like, this book wasn't like amazing, but it was like, I'm interested, but I don't know where this is going. I just feel like this book kind of jumped genres, right? It was like when I went to Barnes and Noble, they were just like, oh, this is in the sci-fi section. It's like I thought this was a fantasy. But then as I'm reading it, it turned into a mystery novel. And I'm just like, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. But you know what? The rep in the book, I think, was pretty good. As far as like characters went, and like, the diversity of the characters was interesting. But I don't know. This book was just strange. And I guess because it was like short, right? Like, it just seemed like everything was kind of smashed down a little bit. Like, I appreciate the fact that the book was short, but I kind of felt like some of the things were like smashed down in order to make it short. But again, it was a pretty good book. I enjoyed myself as I was reading it, and I'm really excited to continue reading it because I know that the 5th book, revisits Jack and Jill's story. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens afterwards. And I kind of want to see what happens with the other characters now. Because now I'm kind of invested. Not in all of them, but in some of them. So I'm excited to see like where the other books take them. So I'm not tired. I'm actually like really hyped and hooked. So I'm going to jump straight into the second book. And then eventually I'll just fall asleep and then we'll just move on from there. Good morning, fair people on the interweb. So I think today's the 30th, so today's like the second to last day of the readathon. I have not been vlogging, right? And I have not been like consistently reading. I'm only on my second book for the readathon. And tomorrow's Friday. So I have work today in like less than an hour. I'm late getting up. And I also have work tomorrow. So my goal is, since I have nothing else to do for the rest of today as well as tomorrow. Well, there's a couple things I have to do. But my goal is to try to finish, which book am I reading? I think I'm reading Among the Sticks and Bones, I think it's called. And then move on to Glasses. Beneath the Sugar Sky. I am gonna finish reading like the entire series before I pick up any books for like my February TBR. And I say TBR, but I'm not actually gonna plan a TBR because if I do that, I don't have faith that it'll come through. Anyways, so yeah, I'm like a quarter of the way done with Among the Sticks and Bones. And the only thing that I can say right now is that Jack and Jill's parents were assholes. Like, they were the, like, epitome of people who should not have been parents. I'm not saying they shouldn't have had kids, because Jack and Jill are great. Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't want to say great. But you get what I mean. I enjoy Jack and Jill's characters, but I understand a lot now why they kind of turned out the way that they did, right? Because I'm like, man, their parents just sucked booty. They sucked booty all day long. So yeah, I'm excited to like get to actually, read everybody's story. Because I thought that like all the books would like continue as in like chronological order, but all the books, I believe, except for the fifth one, are all kind of prequels, I think. I'm not sure. All I know is that each of them follow different stories, except for the Come Tumbling Down one, that because I follows Jack and Jill again. So I actually like their universe, and I'm probably gonna like skip around a bit, which I probably shouldn't do that because I'm really hoping. No, I'm not gonna skip around because I was like, I should read the second book and then read the fifth book, and then I'll read the third and fourth book later. But I'm like, what if they put something in the fifth book that was a spoiler alert for the third and fourth? So never mind, I'm just gonna read in order. So yeah, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get dressed, make myself look mildly presentable, so then I can go into work and make that money. Okay, good. Now that you guys are back, so as you guys could tell, during the actual like mermaidathon, I only finished one book, right? And that was Every Heart a Doorway. I ended up giving that 3.5 stars. Right now I'm still working my way through Down Among the Sticks and Bones, and I do want to finish this because I'm more than halfway through, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna add it on to my January list of books as I had already written in on my Boo Jokes. I thought I was gonna have it done before the month ended, but I didn't. But that's perfectly okay because I'm adding it on there anyway. So if anybody asks me how many books did you read in the month of January, I'm gonna be like 2. I read 2. even though I finished one of them, like on the second day of February, I read 2. And then I'm going to jump straight into the actual, books that I'm reading for Valentine's and Blackathon. I really considered whether or not I wanted to make a TBR video, but then I was just like, I kind of want to keep people guessing as to what I'm actually going to read. So I'm just going to let you guys know, like, what books I'm going to be reading for what prompts as they pop up. So that way, if I don't get to something, people aren't just like, man, I wanted to see what she was going to say about this one specific book, and she never got to it. I don't want to disappoint people, okay? This is a year of me not being stressed and finding stability. So yeah, that's how this vlog is starting. It's starting out as a mess. I don't know what you guys expected, but it literally says on my channel, hot mess in progress. I stay on brand. I stay on brand. So, from here on out, it's Valentine's and Blackathon. I promise. Mostly. I 99.9% promise.